This is a Do You Validate podcast.
And the camera opens up on the three of you packing up and finally leaving the coffin sneeze as you are leaving Charlotte, North Carolina after a very fun and eventful time. And, you're on your way down to Atlanta, so it's going to take a little bit. What are the three of you doing as you're loading up the van and about to hit the road?
I'm looking on Instagram at all of my scorned exes in Atlanta and seeing if they still live there. And if
I mean, you probably
sure
have like a burner account that you keep that like
my catfish account.
Yeah, your catfish account. There's still
one of them.
There's still a lot of your exes in Atlanta.
Because we're going to Oakland Cemetery, right? That's the next stop.
If it's up to y'all. It's your road trip, baby.
Okay.
But that's where you're.
Okay, but that's listed on the map of the cool shit that we're on the way to do per the plot.
I've not read it.
That's cool.
Jamie initially was like, but there's a really big mountain with a sculpture of horses. And then she was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I don't
have
wanna...
to explain.
Oh. But there's horses. But no.
And at this point, Jamie, your dad and Funk have left town. Tomorrow went with. It's probably been like I'd say a couple of days since everything went down. You definitely stayed in town a little bit longer to actually like enjoy and relax a little bit. You definitely all need to rest up. Marlon, one thing of note, your arm does, every once in a while the angel does talk to you.
What does it say?
I mean, they're just trying to get you to become their herald, and they're offering you things, and you know.
It's nothing good, right?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, they're offering you good things, but then you would, be the servant of an angel. But the downside here.
So it's like a regular job, right?
The downside here is this isn't due to the angel. It is due to the fact that you have a serial killer arm that you scorned. The arm keeps trying to choke you in your sleep.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Arguably worse than the fucked up
unlike
little guy
the fucked up
hand.
little guy hand that would just give you drugs, which is cool. This is like actively trying to just thwart you in certain things. Like, you had a cup of coffee the other day, and
did it just like
and you just like threw it, and then you're like, oh, use my other hand, and then it slapped it out of there. So like, this is
it's like Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, this is the arm of Cole who hates you and wants to kill you. And also attached to it is, it's got some angel spirit in there too. But outside of that, it's not constant. Like I'd say like 15% of the time. It's like doing annoying stuff to you.
Do I still have any of the weird metal stuff? Was that all gone?
No, that was gone because that was how the fucked up little guy like started. He absorbed all of that, and that's how he started to take over your body.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was.
Yeah,
gone.
no, but that was all gone with that.
I do think that at some point, Marlon's like talking to this angel and refusing, and Jamie asks Marlon what's up, and Marlon's like, oh, they want me to be a herald. And Jamie's like, but sometimes you are Harold. Harold Hill?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Y'all are you're leaving Charlotte, North Carolina.
Is Ron like heartbroken or what?
Yeah, how's Ron doing? Because,
What are your feelings?
Ron's a little wistful and heartbroken, but he knows that, the ships pass in the night sometimes, to come what may, you'll probably end up running into each other if you're meant to. More concerning is that we're running real low on Rubby Falls shirts, so we need to stop at the Tractor Supply and get me some new coveralls.
Also, Victoria does tell you whenever she is like, checked into prison and booked and everything, and she gets her, she'll let you know.
I spent a lot of money to do a video call with her through a very proprietary and invasive system.
I'm saying, you can send like letters and stuff. You can, still be in contact with her. Have you tried to reach out to Xavier at all?
No.
Okay.
Ooh. I am still texting Christian more soberly, and I'm assuming he just never responded.
Oh, he's not responded to anything. You do not know what happened to Christian.
Cool, just another thing to worry about.
Cole told you that they did some fucked up shit. Also, once again, Cole did murder everybody at that police station.
Except for Slick Rick. What was his name? The weird guy?
Sad guy.
It was Sad Rick, and he was, that's what Sad Rick wanted. So Sad Rick is still alive and well. I mean, not well, but, it's Sad Rick. But it's just a little catch up. Yeah, so y'all are making your way down. Who's driving?
I feel like I shouldn't drive until I have a better handle on the hand.
Yeah. I think
you better handle.
Have a handle on the hand.
You definitely probably like went out for like some snacks or something the other day, and like it was trying to wreck the car while you were driving.
Yeah.
And Stefan probably ask, be like, maybe somebody else without a idol's hand style possessed arm.
Well, I'm not familiar with that film, Stefan, but I'll be happy to take over driving duties.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Ron maybe needs a distraction from all the feelings, and a task is good for
Ron's
that.
had a lot of feelings. He fucked for the first time and then fell in love for the first time. Well, would Ron say he fell in love or just had feelings for another person for the first, like romantic feelings? Obviously, Ron has a lot of feelings and care for his friends.
Yeah, no, this is possibly the first, like, oh, wow, that's really like yes, I would, sure. Yes, that is the first time Ron has had emotional
Do you want to say that you have a picture of Victoria?
Yes, but it is a newspaper clipping of her being put into
her mugshot off the internet. Her JPEG compressed mugshot offline.
That's all I have.
Marlon got it for you. Yeah. He's like, I found this on this website.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
sweet. I got that in a little locket.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, so yeah, y'all are making your way down, and then Ron is you driving. What's the seating order? Is anyone sitting up front with Ron?
You should.
Okay.
Because I feel like Nicole would have lunged.
You see, I think Ron's just kind of focusing on the road, getting that good.
Driving's a dangerous activity.
Well, I know, but it's also like it's good when sometimes you're driving because you can just like focus and you're just like going forward. So Jamie, you do notice there's some like they're not like billboards. They're like makeshift signs, but you do see a couple because they have like the different like markers as you get closer. And then there is a van painting convention that's happening up the road. Phillip, do you have a name that you also say? Everyone say hello to Phillip Jane, our guest for today.
Jeez, there's a whole person in here.
Oh, hello.
Oddity Roadshow, Episode 33, The Tale of the Vanosphere. Yeah. So, Phillip, do you have a name that you would like for the van painting competition that they see signs for? If you don't, we have the pun man Paul at the ready. But if you had anything in mind.
No, I didn't have any van painting convention names prepared.
All right, so Paul,
let me hear the pun.
Do
name.
it.
Well, it's Vincent Van Gogh, but it's G-O and the exclamation points in the van
flames.
is
Yep,
see?
But it's in the Van Gogh style.
Exactly. It's like nice impressionist flames coming off like in a Starry Night, but it's the flames coming out off of a wheel for the go.
Is it go as in just G-O?
G-O, yeah.
Exclamation point.
I'm gonna say real good title contender already. That's
Van Gogh.
That's a good Vincent Van Gogh is a really good. We'll see as it goes. But so you do see some signs for a van painting and mural convention that is just down the road.
Ron, do you think? Do you need a break soon?
Sure. No, I'd like a chance to stretch my legs.
Well, Marlon, did you see those signs?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Stefan would want to be.
Yeah, you do hear Stefan speak out where he goes.
Yeah, just to chime in here, I'm totally down to go to this. I don't want to be painted.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Stefan would make some van friends.
I'm not really a van, and then once again, I don't really. Remember I told you before, like if we met another like sentient vehicle. It's not the same thing, and I don't want you to think that like I'm gonna hook up with another.
No, I didn't mean.
I'm just friend. I might make friends with. It's not that.
I just meant. I didn't.
No. I'm not upset. I'm just trying to say like it's a different thing. I know I am a van right now, but I'm not like a van. I'm just a Yosemite that is a van. But once again, I'm down to go. But I'm not saying I won't get any kind of painting or stuff done. But I don't.
Maybe a little temporary something.
Possibly.
Would that make you feel fancy?
I mean,
I used to love getting my face painted at like art.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before, But I'm just trying to, just to cut you off before, because I don't want you to think just because I am a van currently doesn't mean I want to like. I have y'all as friends. I have other friends.
Okay,
and other not van related
Yeah.
hobbies and
I just
activities.
thought that you might be feeling lonely.
No, I mean I am because my husband's dead and I miss him dearly, and you know I kind of woke up as a van, but
Not laughing in character.
Ron's girlfriend's in jail forever.
yeah, and you know Marlon keeps trying to choke himself. You know, you got.
What's happening as we run? Help!
Yeah.
We all got a bunch of. I'm just letting you know. I'm down to go. This sounds like a fun time, but you know, that's just to kind.
But
You don't want to get painted. No. That's...
no painting.
I mean, I'm not saying like no painting. Period. I'm just saying like I don't necessarily want to go just to get. I'm not trying to get painted. On the opposite, if I see something cool, if I see an artist I like, maybe something. But this would be. It's essentially would be like, you know, do you want to get a tattoo on a whim?
So if you get a temporary painting, what would you want it to be of? They can make you. I mean, I'm talking about.
It would be funny if I had cat whiskers on the front.
I was
It would
gonna
be.
say
cute.
That would be
Tiger,
cute. That
yeah.
I've done that before.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause
Zane.
you're far too big for a cat. That's a hell.
Yeah, no, it would be cute if I did that, but I was just trying to head off a lot of the van. You know, we're going to a van painting and mural expo, so I just kind of wanted to get in front of this.
I'm going to be
If you
honest.
go-
I'm pretty sure that they're probably not set up for a lot of van guests. That's not.
Who goes if not van guests?
Well, they probably don't
Yeah,
have the vans
Van
go look at the
friends?
other vans.
Yeah,
They don't-
I don't.
I thought that's why they park cars at each other at car shows.
so they could talk. I love
So
this.
they
Marlon
could
looks
see
at
each
her
other.
like she's insane.
Yeah, there's not. This isn't like a
they
love
could see
bug
each other.
situation. There's not like a lot of talking. I mean,
Wait. Okay, vampires are real.
yeah,
Werewolves are real.
yeah. I'm sure there's other vehicles that talk and
But
have.
Herbie is not real.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just a movie, but I'm just saying, I'm sure there are other talking vehicles. I don't know if there's other Yosemite that are talking vehicles. There might be, like, there's that episode of Supernatural where there was a racist ghost truck. That could be real. A lot of Supernatural, the television show on CW, is based off of actual, you know, real life events.
There's another car named Kit that I think does stuff.
That's the movie. That's the show
Knight
Knight Rider.
Yeah.
That's.
not
I don't think
real.
Kit was real.
Okay.
Well,
But
we can go
he
there and
was
find
voiced by
out.
Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
What? That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what actors do. They have multiple jobs.
Did you watch a lot of Boy Meets World?
That was one of Zane's comfort shows, but, you know, that's besides the point. Anyways, we're getting real off topic. We can go to this van painting expo. I do think the name Vincent Van Gogh was very clever. I'm
good.
down to go, but I just wanted to get in front of a lot of the, you know, also, don't tell we're still on the, let's not tell a lot of people about me being, you know, alive and sentient, because I am. People want to kill me. There is something actively trying to track me down and kill me.
But you don't think they're like at the, like, this isn't a trap for the person that wants to kill you.
I mean, I didn't think about it till now, Jamie, but I guess it could be, but I don't think a lot of people know. I don't even really know how I got to be a van, so I don't think that anyone else knows that I'm a van.
Oh, there's a sign that says "Turn left ear,"
Oh.
and Ron turns into the parking lot.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Oh.
You gotta bring some mighty magics if you want to break up a riff like that.
I'm proud of that. I'm proud of you. Okay, great. Yeah. So you do pull in and show. This is more. It's more of a. I mean, we're not at like a building or anything. This is more of like, you know, there is a big parking lot, but there's also a lot of fields and stuff around where there's just a bunch of vans. You got some vendors set up. There's some food trucks. There's some little booths and stuff like that. There is one person doing face painting for people, but they refuse to paint people things other than cars or vehicles on their faces. And
Wait, would they paint someone to look like a car? Like if you could you make like headlights over
that's
my
what I'm saying.
eyes?
Like
and,
that's
a
what
grill?
they refusing
because
to
I was
do.
thinking like drawing a
Yeah,
car
like a little
on my
car.
No.
face.
I mean, you can do cars on the face. You can look like a car. It has to be vehicle related. They're very strict on that. I'm just getting
It's
ahead
a
of
very
this.
comprehensive sign. I don't
Jamie,
know, Marlon.
can Jamie get painted to look like Stefan?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I want to
Oh,
do.
that.
Marlon, if you do, Marlon, make sure to get a picture of the two of you together.
Yeah. So while Jamie's getting Stefan style face paint, Ron and Marlon, you're sitting next to a van, and Phillip, explain to them what they see on the side of this van.
Yeah, so you find yourselves parked not car nose to car nose, but actually side by side, with a van that keen eyes will spot as a 1977 Ford Econoline.
Oh, a connoisseur.
On the side of which is a incredibly tastefully airbrushed full van painting of what appears to be an occult library.
Ooh.
Kind of in the round, through the window of which you can see sort of like a sand-blasted mountainous landscape in oranges and reds, probably with a little bit of lightning just kissing the peak of one of those mountains. And inside this library, seated at a table, contemplating a purple orb.
I was going to ask if there was an orb.
Of
It's not
course,
a wizard
there's an
library
orb.
if there's no orb.
And as with every orb, there is, of course, seated at this table, a majestic wizard in deep blue robes and in a very tall, pointy blue hat with a long, luxurious white beard.
Doing like stars and moons on the hat.
Yeah, there's stars, there's moons, there's skulls, pentagrams. Yeah, the whole gamut.
But here's the thing. So Ron, you don't really notice this because you're Ron and you're just enjoying watching your friend get her face painted. She's really
she's
happy.
having so much fun.
Beep beep.
Marlon, you do know, like, all these van painters are not all of them. Some suck. Let's be honest. This one, like,
I don't think they have the license for those characters.
There's
and
a lot
I certainly
of,
don't think
lot
they
of
meet
really.
like that.
There's also there is a section where children are not allowed because it's explicit van paintings.
Whoa.
Where there is at least 3 vans here have full penetration on the side of them.
Marlon's.
But this van in particular, penetration aside, Marlon, you do notice that this figure inside of the van painting is like slightly moving. Like the rest of the painting looks kind of still, but there is some movement from this wizard-like figure inside of the van painting.
Ron.
What's up, Marlon?
Is that okay? Is that wizard in the painting moving?
That seems. I mean,
Look
that seems really unlikely given what
Look at
Stefan
it.
just lectured us about for the whole ride up here. But yeah, all right. Ron stares at the.
You stare at it, and it's kind of like if you like look at a magic eye painting where you're like,
I have my eyes don't line up. I've never been able to accomplish this.
It's an imaginary game, Paul. Go with it.
Okay.
Where you kind of see, like, it looks like it might be moving, but you can't tell if it's like, is this just a trick of how the sun's hitting it? Is it the way that it's painted or something like that? But you can't. But you do. If you look long enough, it does seem like the figure itself is like at least kind of like moving a little bit, as like shifting around in its seat and stuff. But eventually, you do kind of see it like reposition itself, and you do.
Hey.
I point at the van, then I catch myself and calm down.
Hey, I got an idea, Marlon. Ron turns around and sort of.
Okay, I turn around. What?
And we just wait. We're waiting a couple. Just go 1, 2, 3, and we turn back around and look at the van. In what position is the wizard the same? Is it?
I think that when you first clocked the wizard, he was very clearly in deep contemplation of his orb. And when you whip around to try and catch him, has very clearly shifted and seems to be looking in the direction of the XXX van area.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, wait, no, wait, come on. Who are you?
You see him shift like the eyes of a painting in a Scooby-Doo cartoon. I think you see him like sense being caught and like resume attempting frigidity and trying to be really still in front of his orb again.
No, we're cool. I like show him my hands, and one of them is like an angel rune arm that doesn't match my skin tone, and the other one I have like a demon thing on it. I'm like, no, we're cool.
Also, the angel rune arm is noticeably longer and more buff.
Yeah, and it might be trying to strangle me.
Poking the eyes.
Yeah, like I'm three stooging with my own arm.
No, and I'm just trying to help folks out. I'm not worried. I'm not judging. I got a van friend myself.
Yeah, it's our.
You guys are so terrible at keeping secrets.
Oh my god! Yeah, we have a van that we really like to take care of, Ron, and then he like kicks your shin, but just hurts his own foot. It doesn't.
Well, Rod realizes his error. But yeah, are you real wizard? What's going on? How'd you get in there, man?
Am I able to communicate?
Yeah, you can
verbally
communicate
through this van?
and speak out. Normally, you don't really talk a lot because people get freaked out by you, but you can verbalize and people can hear you.
I think the way that you hear this is you hear very faintly from inside of this 1977 Ford Econoline, the stereo system kind of like spark to life, and you hear like a brief radio dial tone. And just a few seconds of King Crimson before that music fades down to nothing, and you hear it in a very like distorted AM radio kind of way, a voice coming through. You can perceive me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're big fans of your library. Looks real
It's pretty
cozy
cool.
in there.
Yeah, it looks cool. My name's Hoyt. I didn't think. Yeah, my name's Hoyt.
I'm Ron.
We see the wizard kind of look around over his own shoulder and like looking around the space of the library that he's in, sort of incredulously, before he turns now and looks, through, I guess the best way to say it is like through the van painting and directly at you all.
How is this possible? For ages, I have been trapped on the side of this van, and never before has a mortal soul perceived me thusly.
Oh, do you need help?
Yeah, I mean, you trapped in there. You like it? Do you like what?
Would you like to get out of the van and reward us in some way, perhaps? Magic Man?
No, I don't like it. Yes, I am trapped, and yes, magnificent rewards, tremendous rewards. All the rewards magic can acquire shall be yours if you get me off the side of this fucking van.
I feel like you're laying it on kind of thick with that. Like anything we want, I don't believe that.
I mean, he's got.
No, I mean, yeah, like
robes,
books or whatever.
Like the orb, everything.
Yeah, I've got an orb. It does stuff.
Hold on.
I am so ready to get grifted by this wizard.
There's an orb. You can't. You can trust an orb.
Whenever it's opportune, Jamie's going to come running back to you guys. But
You can go back now.
okay, Jamie comes running back and is like, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh,
you
Look,
just like
beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
Yeah, you do see the two of them are like speaking and like facing a van, and then you do see there is the painting that was described, and you do see like there is a wizard looking. It looks like the wizard's looking outward towards Marlon and Ron.
This one's so cool. How did they do that?
I don't know. We're trying to find that out. This is I didn't catch your name, friend.
My name. It has been ages since that query has been posed to me. But in my time, I was known far and wide as Magnificent Jermery.
Yeah, you guys. Did you guys make a fan friend? I thought there weren't fan friends here.
We got a wizard friend. I think he's trapped. He says he's trapped in the van.
Who's this? Is she cool?
I don't think he is the van. I think he's just but not like in the van, like in it, like.
Jamie's gonna
I'm
just
trapped on the van.
He's on the van. There you go.
Jamie's gonna poke and see if her arm will go through like a mirror world.
No, you're just tapping the side of the van.
Don't do that. It's really loud in here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's like at the aquarium.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
interesting.
sense.
Yeah, it resonates.
What kind of magic do you study?
All the main wizard magics. Let me see. Illusion.
He's like visibly scanning like the spines of the books in the library around him.
Well.
Occult secrets.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Summoning.
Are you an apprentice? Who did you apprentice under? I've known some wizards.
Have you heard of
Marlon could be lying, but he can.
Oh, I didn't know that, Marlon. That's impressive.
a little someone named Trevor the Purple?
Look, if you're not a wizard, you could just like. I'm not trying to blow up your spot. We want to help you. I just feel like the way you're behaving is a little bit suspect.
I mean, look at my robes. Have you ever seen a non-wizard dressed like this?
Yeah.
This is all wizard shit.
He's got a point there, hasn't he, Marlon?
Marlon's gonna let him talk to y'all, and he's just gonna observe for a second.
If you're a wizard, can you do a little magic something?
Well, sorry, what was your name?
I'm Jamie. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jamie. Lovely to meet you. No, I'm trapped on the side of a fucking van.
Yeah, how'd that come to pass?
If my magics were available to me here, I could have gotten out by now. I mean, I can do stuff on the van. I can make the lightning flicker out the window. Check that
Yeah,
out.
you do see.
Oh,
There's some like lightning in the painting now.
It's like the whole painting magic, or is it?
Marlon, they're definitely a wizard. He's definitely a wizard. Look at the lightning.
Marlon's shaking his head.
Should we tell our
Check out the lightning, Marlon.
van
I like shove Jamie.
Hey, Magnificent Jeremy. I don't know. It just seems like this is a weird place to store with. Like a 1973 Econoline is a quality van.
I think it's a 1977.
Well, I mean, it's like, look, it was a good few years for the Econoline. We all remember them fondly, but
None of you were alive.
All of us were born like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
but, doesn't seem real high, sort of high fantasy milieu, like the kind of thing that you'd have if you were putting a wizard somewhere. I don't know. I'm just weird. This is weird. You understand that, right? Like, we're in a parking lot talking to you, a mural on a van. Like, I went and looked at some of the other ones, like the Aztec Warrior van. The Aztec Warrior van standing on the mountaintop. He didn't say anything. Is that also a guy, or is that just a... There's one that's unicorns and all Lisa Frank. Is that
are
also
they trapping
real?
people in the vans at the van show?
Listen, I'm not like a van expert. I think some paintings are just paintings. If you can talk to those paintings, that's great for you. I'm more concerned with me being trapped on this van specifically.
How long?
I didn't come with the Forticana line. I was cursed and placed here by a devious witch.
Oh.
What kind of witch? What was the witch's name?
The kind that drives a Ford Fiesta.
It was so specific.
That's how you know it's not a lie.
Listen, you guys seem cool.
Now, Ron is having no suspicions at all. This is all rolling real easy.
Like, Ron's like, I'm pretty cool. So
Paul is almost certain that you're just some guy in a Halloween costume.
He's in the van.
But I don't.
He made the
I will
lightning
say
go
he
boom,
did
boom,
like
boom.
he did like it wasn't just convenient timing. Like, he held his fingers up, lightning shot out, and there is like.
Now again, Ron's sold. Paul is pretty much sold on the Spirit Halloween version of this problem.
Jamie secretly thinks that maybe all cars are magic and like they just choose whether to reveal themselves or not.
Like Toy Story?
We'd like to stop and take a break and thank our sponsors, the big three automakers.
Yeah, this
No,
show's
fuck
now.
them.
This show.
Keep it
this
on
show's
strike.
now
I
taking
love my
place in
Tesla.
Detroit.
Marlon wants to help you, but he doesn't believe what you're saying. He's trying to get to the bottom of it. He's like, man, why did you get cursed? You usually don't get cursed for no reason.
Marlon says as his right hand is trying to like slap him in the face.
Ron grabs it.
Thank you, Ron.
That's all right. It keeps coming up. I don't want you have to get. We'll have to stop and get more makeup.
Friend, and I feel comfortable calling you friend, as you're the first people I've talked to in nigh on 2 decades. You seem well acquainted with curses yourself, what with your arm being all fucked up.
You don't have to put it that way, but yeah.
Sorry.
It's pretty cool, actually. I have angel powers and stuff, but yeah, whatever.
Okay. Listen, we've all got powers and curses.
That's true.
I'm going to be real with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The year was 1999. I was hanging out in the parking lot of the Bronco Mart with Boombox Daniel, Tall Rhonda, and Timmy the Pirate.
Mm-hmm. Marlon looks very serious. He's nodding.
Playing dice and drinking Natty Light.
I love these kids. Fuck yeah.
When, from the darkness of the other part of the parking lot, a witch emerged, driving a maroon Ford Fiesta, and offering what at the time I thought were non-cursed drugs.
Oh, I've been there.
Legit.
I've been there.
This witch offered me a bag of DMT, and like a fool, I took her up on her offer. I was the only one with cash on hand, so I neglected to share the ill-gotten treats with my friends and smoked it all up myself.
Mm-hmm.
Moments later, the world turned to a swirl of colors before me, and I found myself like falling down like a big swirly spiral.
Yeah, I know.
You know the thing where it's like you can see my arms and legs waving, and there's a spiral going behind me. Yeah. One of those.
Yeah, as he's like explaining this, there is like the van paintings like changing, and you're just getting to see all this, illustrated in front of you.
Oh, cool! That doesn't normally happen. Listen, anyway, then I came to, and I was in this stupid fucking library.
So you were a kid who was, or whatever, teenager, however old you were, you got cursed.
I was
DMT.
48.
Oh. Okay.
I was definitely had a different group of people in mind, but now I want one of them to be 48 and the rest of the ages I thought they were.
So, I mean, you're not a wizard. You just did cursed DMT. It's okay. I'm not a wizard either.
Well, no, I mean, I was a wizard in that this is how I dressed.
Oh, okay.
And
You're
I lived a
Magnificent
wizard
Jeremy.
lifestyle.
So these aren't part of the part of the mural. This isn't part of the curses, the outfit and the hat and the robes with the stars and the skulls on it. No.
No, my form was maintained perfectly as it transferred to paint.
So you did some DMT and then you woke up in the DMV?
Fuck.
Jamie.
Close the podcast.
That's pretty funny.
It. Wrap it up.
Jamie, he's talking about this awful curse that befell him, and you're making a joke.
I'm trying to figure out whether cars are people.
How do we break the curse? Do you know?
Have you ever talked to the person's van this is? Do they know? Do they buy it from the Ford Fiesta witch lady? I mean, I don't know, chain of title, something.
As I mentioned before, this conversation I'm having with you all now is the first time I've been able to communicate with non-van-based entities in decades. I can see before me the library and all of that bullshit, but also a van-shaped window into the real world, hovering just out of reach at all times. I've screamed and cried and cussed and thrown my shoes and stuff, but until now, it has all been for naught.
God damn it.
I don't know if Marlon believes that, but he's gonna go with it.
What do you mean you don't believe it? Like
that no one else has ever. There are a lot of other magical people and all this other stuff. No one in the past 24 years.
Maybe
I believe the witch stuff.
Maybe Magnificent Jeremy did reach some people, but it was always just in traffic, and they just heard like, "Fuck," and thought it was like an angry driver next to them.
I'll try and circle back. We can finish this conversation.
Oh no, they went off the exit ramp.
Oh no. Magnificent
Okay.
Jeremy.
I have somebody I can call. Hold on. I'll call Cobb.
Okay, I'll wait here.
I'll put him on speaker. I'll put him on
All
speaker.
Right. All right, you can't.
What's going on there, Marlon? How was So I know you keep asking me about this old angel army out here, but I'm just telling you, if you can kill that angel and give me that blood, I'll go ahead and take it. Is that what this is about? You killed the angel, Marlon?
You're on speaker, Cobb.
Oh, I'm sorry. Marlon, did you kill the angel?
No. What do you know about cursed DMT?
I mean, I would like some of it. If you got a little bit on hand there, Marlon, I guess 2 ounces of it if you got it. If you got access to it, you know what? You're right, Marlon. You're right. Let's go ahead and make it a baker's dozen.
I don't have any. I'm asking about it. We've met someone who did cursed DMT in 1999. Has been stuck on the side of a van, dressed as a wizard.
What kind
for
of
20
van
years.
is it, Marlon?
He motions towards.
It's
Ron
a
and Jamie.
1977 Ford
Oh, is that my little
Econoline.
note taker there, Jamie? Of course you know what it is. You're writing down all them notes here. Did you get that dictation that I asked for last week?
The dictation?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I might not have called you. I might have just thought about that there.
Oh.
That's a old Cobb there. Sometimes I'm thinking without speaking, but I'm always speaking.
Yeah, I can't write down your thoughts for you.
Well, maybe we can fix that and somehow. Maybe if we do that cursed DMT that Marlon's trying to sell me right now, we could be connected.
Okay, this is Magnificent. Jeremy, hold on. I put you on like FaceTime, and I like show you and I guess you see Cobb's face. Does he turn his camera on?
Or
You're
is
the
it just
only
like
person
blurry,
that sees
like,
Cobb face.
Yeah,
like
we
background?
don't. And the rest of the audience doesn't.
It's too blurred out. You just see some jowls.
It's the boomer at low angle. But yeah, see Cobb?
Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's a lovely van painting there. Are you at the Vincent Van Gogh traveling convention there? I actually helped make that myself, but I was banned from it years ago, Marlon. I might have had some indecent exposure charges when I was in the explicit area, but I did see a van where there was a dragon deep throating a tiger, and let me tell you, Marlon, I bursted immediately.
Well, there's a lot of real specific signs about not doing stuff like
They
that.
they call them the Cobb signs there, Mr. Tall, because I was the first person. Most people apparently knew not to, take out their pots and when the van can. But there's explicit vans around. There was signs.
There's a person trapped in this van.
Well, I mean, I see.
Hello.
Hi!
Oh, wow. Well, look at that here. We got some magical painting here. Well, now, what's your name there, little van wizard?
I'm a regular. Actually, I'm quite large on the side of the van.
Well, I myself am of the skunk egg variety, so most people are quite small to me. Mr. Tall over here, I've never seen him in person, but he does sound very tall. You sound kind of like on an old timer radio there. Is that part of your magic powers?
Yeah, that's part of the whole van deal. What are you, like a BlackBerry or something?
I'm just kind of a man who has means and a couple of little inclinations to dab his fingers in a few pies and a few pots and and this is my friend Maier, and sometimes not right now. He normally provides me with some very fancy drugs and fun stories. But are you the man selling the cursed DMT there? I would take. You know what? I said a baker's dozen. Let's go ahead and get an even pound.
Yeah, if you can get me off of this van, sure. I will sell you a pound of cursed DMT.
Oh, wait. This is about... Who's got the cursed DMT? We keep talking about this but I don't know who do I send the cash to? What's the... Is that what this call's about?
You're going to want to find a woman in a burgundy Ford Fiesta.
I think it was maroon.
Maroon, sorry.
You talking about old Ford Fiesta, which Belinda?
What, you know the witch?
I mean, I might have had some crossings with a witch in a Ford Fiesta back in the day. I haven't talked to Belinda in quite some time there. But if it's Belinda, I do have her page and number. I might be able to hit her up.
Could you hit her up for us? We're trying to get this person out of the van.
Yeah, it sounds like she sold somebody in a red Ford Fiesta.
Well, once
sold
again,
him
it's been quite
DMT.
some time
Yeah, no,
since
we
I
know.
talked to her. We went to one of the millennia parties together, and that was the last time I saw Belinda. But she does, you do remember, a witch in her car.
Okay, well, we have a lead. Magnificent Jeremy.
Well, we're at least going to, do you think she's going to be still mad about whatever did you, do something,
last time I saw her, she did die, so that's what I'm saying. It might be quite some time, but, she's a witch. She might have some little secrets there. Might have a little potion where she didn't die, but I did,
I mean, I've died. It doesn't mean you can't get paged. Necessarily.
How did she die?
Well, she got decapitated.
All right, well, that's probably
by what?
Well, we were playing swordsies.
You killed her?
I didn't kill her. No, that's ridiculous. Someone else did. Are you
lying, Cobb?
No, I killed someone that night, but it wasn't Belinda. That's the whole part of Swordsy.
Oddity Roadshow, brought to you by Swordsies, a game for between 2 and 8 or 9 players.
Anyways, Mr. Van Painting there, I don't know, have you tried pushing your way out?
Pushing my way out?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he means kind of like here, and Ron puts his hand on the side of the van and pushes at sort of where you are, not trying to make a lot of noise, but just try and reach out for me. I don't know. Let's try it. Just give it a go.
Okay. Well, we're treading new ground here. What with, talking to all of you all. Maybe pushing my way out is the way to do it. Let's see.
You see him rubbing his hands together, and he kind of rolls his little wizard sleeves up. And as he does, you see on his arms the worst tattoos you've ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give us one? Just tell us just one.
Yeah, you see a just really blown out, with ink kind of leaking out around all sides. It's a mermaid, but the head looks like that Jesus that got repainted by that lady in Italy.
That's awesome.
Well played.
Just sort of a smudge. Yeah, so Magnificent Jeremy is going to harness all of his magical abilities and attempt to push out through the side of the van.
You're trying to push out, and then Ron, because you're pushing into the van, and Ron, you do feel a little give, it feels like the van's pushing out a little bit more towards you, but not enough. But you don't feel like his hands or anything, but you do feel a small bit of give.
Hey, it feels a little wobbly, a little more wobbly than you'd expect from a van. It's the boundaries.
Now let me ask you here, Mr. Was it Amazing Jeremy?
Magnificent Jeremy.
We see the lightning strike out of the window
Jeremy
again.
Have you tried painting a door to leave?
Ooh, good one, Cobb. Cobb, have you been trapped in a van?
What, like a Beetlejuice kind of a maneuver?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about, old Beetlejuice. Actually, here's a fun little fact on that. I was actually on set, for that. I gave a couple of, I was in the writer's room for old Beetlejuice. I was the one that told Michael Keaton to grab his crotch because I thought it would be funny. Anyways, I was asked to leave due to Winona Ryder's parents. But anyways, that's a whole other story. I just kept, giving everyone drugs. We did, that door scene. That is, you can just draw doors on things sometimes, especially if you got that magic chalk there or you got that magic paint. Oh, I do see, Jamie, you look like a van there. That's lovely.
Beep, beep.
Oh, beep, beep, back at you. Anyways, so maybe try drawing a door, but also, if anyone get me cursed DMT, I will. That is kind of what I'm focused on right now. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm texting some amount of contacts there, trying to Oh yeah, I'm trying to meet God again. You know, she owes me some money.
Marlon doesn't respond to that. He doesn't even know how to.
Yeah, I had a hard time tracking all that.
Well, thanks. It's been real nice talking to you, Cobb.
So this was. You don't have cursed DMT though, or
I never said I did.
I thought
Belinda had it and gave it to Magnificent Jeremy, and he got stuck.
How do you know Belinda?
Oh, Marlon's frustrated.
I'm sorry. I had a little DMT uncursed, but I did dip into my bag there, and you know, I might be skyrocketing out right there. You know, Marlon, and it's great. I'm looking up, I'm looking down at you, Marlon. I'm up in this. Could you see old Cobb in the clouds there, Marlon?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that. I love that arm you got there.
I take you off speaker.
Hey, you know,
I don't like
just
where
realized,
this is going.
Let me check something. Ron goes to look in the windows of the van to see if anyone is in it or owns it or is listening to us have this conversation.
No
well,
one's
that's
there.
always worth.
And here's the thing: people have been walking by y'all. No one's really. This is the kind of group of people that aren't asking a lot of questions, and you know, everyone's just kind of enjoying themselves.
Talking to a
in this
van,
field.
eyes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Cobb.
All right.
I'll see you up in the sky.
I mean, I can see it right now there, Marlon. I do have to say, have you? When was the last time you looked? Looks like there may be a little patch there. Maybe get.
Don't.
I'm just trying to say here.
Don't.
I'm looking down at you from the sky. I don't know. This is it, but it does.
Ron looks up and waves at Cobb in the sky.
He looks mighty small, actually. I thought he was a lot taller.
Are you astral projecting with DMT above? Are you?
Hold up. How many? Let me see how many fingers you're holding up. You're holding up 4 fingers on your non-long arm.
Wow.
Anyways, tell him I give a little less for that body. I thought it was quite a bit bigger.
He's really tall.
It's not that tall.
Hey, you're way
He's
far
super tall.
away.
I'm taller than him. I thought.
You're not human. You're just different. There's a different.
Well, neither is he. I mean, I don't know. He died, but what do you want from
So
him, Marlon?
Jeremy, Magnificent Jeremy. Marlon's walked away. Marlon's walking away and finishing up with Cobb. I just want to know: is there? I mean, so this the whole time? Do you know whose van this is? I mean, like, can we go ask them if they why do they? I don't know. They ever look at you, talk to you? It's the same person the whole time. I mean, they probably walk by here on the way to fill up the gas tank and whatever you do, you know, like normal van stuff, changing tires. You ever get a look at them? Kind of witch adjacent person.
Joel, have I ever seen the owner of the van?
Yeah, I think you've seen them. You haven't gotten like a real clear shot because you just have your little like, you know, van window you can see out of, but you have seen somebody. It's an older man. He's got like salt and pepper long hair. He's always wearing like a cut off leather jacket and no undershirt. And he's got a, you know, big bushly beard. And you definitely have seen him more often than not when he fills up the gas of the van. He also is putting a little bit on a rag and huffing it.
Yeah, that dude sucks.
Okay.
You know, the leather vest with no undershirt seems like that's gonna capture some aromas, you know?
Ugh.
You wouldn't believe some of the places this van has been parked.
Marlon is incensed about what Cobb said about his.
Did Marlon just get out the?
No, he probably eventually just hung up.
I was
he's,
just
like,
trying to find mirrors.
He's so pissed off. I have to get another transplant. He's like pacing. It's like ruined his day. He's so disengaged now.
Hey, Marlon.
He doesn't hear you at first.
Hey, Marlon.
Hey, what is it, Jamie?
Remember Dodo said you smell good?
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I do.
I just wanted to gas you up at the van show.
That's very cute, Jamie. Thank you.
Beep beep.
Pats you on the shoulder.
Speaking of, Dodo?
Yeah, what's going on?
Do you know anything about people trapped in cars? Also, are cars people?
No, I've been listening to this whole thing. This sounds pretty weird. I don't think cars are people. You know, the cars might be sentient. It sounds like this dude's just trapped inside of there. But you know, I don't know what Cobb said might be good. Maybe go get that paint. Go kill that guy that painted your face. Okay, fine. No, I'm sorry. Ask him nicely to borrow his paint. And I was gonna say kill it and take it, but you know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can paint some stuff. Give that little wizard van man there. And you know, here's another thing though. If the owner of the van wants to huff some gas, it's not the best high, but like it will do in a pinch. I know this is just one thing we haven't talked about. I didn't know if you're interested in trying to huff gas. Okay, we'll put it on the no list.
Yeah.
But you know, I've huffed a, you can huff a lot of things, Jamie.
This episode brought to you by huffing.
What do you huff?
Just really anything. It's there's a lot of, I call them huffulents. You can huff. There's some old glue. They don't, they made a lot of things, but it's no longer huffable. But I'm just letting you know.
And then you just smell it, and then it makes you feel good.
Jamie, is he talking to you about huffing?
I think, but isn't that just what happens when you smell things that smell good?
No, it causes like brain damage and stuff. If you
Oh.
huff inhalants and it's
I
not
don't
a
wanna
good
do
high.
that.
Tell Marlon sometimes it can cause hair loss too.
Nope.
What do you say?
Nope. Nothing.
What do you say?
Nothing.
I could hear the whole phone call with him and Cobb. He got real mad. Look at him.
Well,
Do you see how he keeps scratching the back of his head,
Marlon's
Jamie?
face is red.
Okay.
Anyways,
Dodo,
go get
I'm
some.
gonna
Go get some
the
paint. Try to paint something in there.
Okay.
Once again, if you want to try to huff anything. Also, DMT is pretty fun. You want to try DMT, Jamie?
No.
You can. Sometimes you can see a lot of things. I bet if you did DMT, I'm not trying. But if you did DMT, I'd be doing DMT, and then like me, you, and D'Artagnan could like go into space.
We already went into space and I didn't like
No,
it.
this is like fun space.
They made us do things.
Hi, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but my friends and I need some of your face painting paint just for a minute. Can we borrow like a little?
Is this about painting van or car like things?
Yes.
Okay, then here you go.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wow, you got a whole palette. This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
As long as it's and here's the thing, I'll fucking know if you do
Absolutely.
anything non-vehicle related.
No, this is definitely going on and around a vehicle for
And
that
he shows you a
purpose.
knife and he goes,
No,
better.
No,
And then
sure.
as he's doing this, as he's painting a kid's face, like painting face with one
you're
hand,
quite
showing the knife.
ambidextrous,
Butterfly
aren't you?
knife.
Yeah, it's a little butterfly knife. Yeah.
Well, I got some paint. You'll want to try that. Sounds like that's what Dodo wanted,
Yeah.
but then they got
Let's
it.
do a door.
Jamie got derailed somehow. It's something about DMT.
Marlon's sitting on the ground.
Oh, come on, Marlon. It's
Huffing.
going to be fun. What do you want? Magnificent Jeremy, what's the one thing that isn't being not trapped on the side of a van that you've wanted most in the world?
As you return your attention to Magnificent Jeremy and say that, you see that he's now backed up all the way into the furthest corner of the library. And he is now running full speed towards the side of the van.
Marlon braces himself.
Oh.
Ron drops the paint and holds his arms out to catch him.
It's a very like you just see like the tiniest little like
Does he fuck his face up? Like,
yeah, no, like it's like if he like ran into like a glass, like you see him like it's like he runs into like a glass wall. It smushes on the side of it, but you do see a very tiny, just like it doesn't even shake the van. It's just like a.
Oh! Fuck!
Hey, hang on. We're
your nose is bleeding.
Oh, damn it!
no.
Well, all right, so I'm not very good at painting, but this should be
I
good.
thought
This should
that
be
would
good.
work. We touched
Ron
hands
paints some
earlier.
little cotton balls, some cotton gauze balls to in the inside on the side of the van for you to put on your nose.
Yeah, and there's now this like boulder sized things of cotton falling down around you.
Run, slow down.
Oh, those are big.
Whoa,
sorry,
well,
sorry.
that's-
That works though. That's weird.
What if you paint a tiny door?
Well, let's see what I can do here. Ron starts painting. Here, let me know when I get to like your height, Jeremy. I don't know what the scale is like in there. And Ron tries to paint a line.
Paul, roll 2d6 flat. I want to see how good. I just want to see how good of a door.
Oh, 6.
So like, Ron, you try to do like a very small door, but it's very Alice in Wonderland style. Where for Magnificent Jeremy, you try to go up to the door and like it goes up to like your shin, and it's like the width of your foot.
So is that gonna do
Ron,
it?
your incantation is impressive.
Thank you. I took a couple of classes when trying to expand my repertoire there.
However, unless you have like a special mushroom or something that I can eat and shrink down, I'm not going to fit through this
That's
fucker.
fair.
You
All
want
right.
me to try?
Yeah, here you gotta.
Which arm are you gonna use?
Marlon's gonna use his left. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Marlon can draw,
Yeah.
like just the way like I can. So I could do decent
Being
with my
able
left
to
hand.
draw a good portrait is a great way to pick people up, and I think Marlon is good at that. So it's
Yeah.
a good
a
skill
lot
to
of
learn.
Titanic
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with his left, not angel hand, he could draw decent.
Yeah, you draw a decent sized door. This one, it's a larger door. Jeremy could fit into it. You draw like a large enough size one.
I make sure there's a handle on it.
What color is the door?
Blue.
Blue, ooh, fun. What a fun time. Yeah, so Jeremy, you see a...
Red feels, ooh.
You see, to you, Jeremy, it's, I'd say like an 8-foot tall door, but it is, you can still like reach the handle. It's kind of like, it was with Marlon's offhand, so it's still like a little askew. It's not completely symmetrical, but you can open it.
Great. And I think it's like free floating, right, too, in like the center of the library, like not against a wall. We see Magnificent Jeremy just sort of like peeking his head around one side of it and then the other. And he says almost to himself, you hear him say,
A blue door for a blue wizard.
Okay, do you want me to paint stars on it? What are you waiting for?
No, I think it's excellent.
Okay, cool.
Now, just to grab the handle and pull it open. And at long last, my van-based curse will come to an end.
You see Magnificent Jeremy open the door, and you see him walk through it, and he does like he walks through, and you don't see him, and then you hear just like one row over, you hear Magnificent Jeremy, you just hear from the radio him go,
fuck,
as he is now just on the side of another van.
Let's go find him quick. Oh, hey, there he is.
Yeah, and you see, so Magnificent Jeremy, you're now in the midst of this really epic van painting where there are 2 dragons in a guitar battle where they're just like, so like it's hard for you to hear anything because these dragons are playing such loud music. And now you do see that like... You do see this other van painting that Magnificent Jeremy is on. It does seem like things in the van painting are coming to life within the painting itself once Jeremy is in there.
Oh, do you want to go back? Is that safe?
Magnificent Jeremy does not respond to you. In fact, his back is fully to you guys. He's pumping his fists in the air, just like all in on this dragon guitar solo.
That is pretty fucking cool. He's right.
Ha yes, shred, you magnificent lizards.
Well, dragons were dinosaurs. Aren't they birds? Never mind.
They're not. Well, maybe they're real. Whatever.
They look like they're shredding on those guitars, though. That looks sweet.
Sick.
I can see why he's, yeah.
He just looks at Jamie and Ron. He's like, this is weird.
Yeah. This is the weird. Are all the van, you think this is like normal conventions are always like this?
No.
This is my first van convention, so I don't know.
The van that he's currently, that Magnificent Jeremy is currently on, is it blue? Is it, what is it, like, what does it have characteristics that it might be of
what's the make and model in here, please?
Yeah,
what's the blue book value on this van?
Yeah, the color of this van, it is the same shade of blue that Marlon painted. And it's a van that I said the make and model of because I know what vans are.
Yeah,
I know them.
Classic van.
It's like
we all heard
Chrysler.
We had to bleep it out because they didn't sponsor us.
Yeah, it's like a Chrysler or something maybe, or I don't know. It's a van. You could put stuff in it.
I did come prepared with a list of van models. If you want me to break one off here.
Give
Yeah, let's say this one's a 1978 GMC Vandura.
Nice.
See, Joel, this is what it's like to work with someone that's prepared for the show.
Yeah, well, you go be on fucking Phillip's podcast.
No. I was thinking you could get Phillip to replace me.
So the colors matched.
So I guess like if we paint, we can get him to any van you want.
Is there like, what's the color of the porta potty doors?
Well, that doesn't
Are there
seem
porta
like
potties?
he'd want to be in
Yeah, there's
there.
definitely porta potties.
What color are they?
Like, I mean, they're like a light blue. I mean, isn't that what porta potties usually are?
Yeah. Marlon's mixing colors.
Yeah.
What? He messes up. He does it with his right hand. Tries to stab him in the eye.
I know we're all excited to do self-mutilation for art.
On your face.
Yeah. I'm going to try to match because I'm just looking for like a door or a window near me. That's not on a van. I don't know if it'll work, but Magnificent Jeremy, I'm trying to match the porta potty door. Is he even listening to me? Or is he like,
he's just jamming?
Still pumping fists, listening to dragons rock out.
You hear that the guitar sounds that are now coming out of the speakers of this van have gotten significantly worse and a lot like plunkier. And you see that one of the dragons has loaned its guitar to Magnificent Jeremy.
Oh shit! There's another guy in here.
Who's trying to remember the one Caius riff he knew.
The other dragon looks a little disappointed, because he's trying to follow you, and you're just not doing good. Marlon, give me a sharp check. Let's see how good you are at mixing this paint to a porta potty.
I have +2 to sharp.
Well, hey, there you go.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 5. I rolled very poorly.
Yeah. So you're trying to like match it to this this color on there. So, but it's like this really, really like pale, kind of dirty blue that you make. There's
I put too much white in.
There's
and then
too
I
much
can't
white
really...
in there, and so you do see this like very off-white, pale blue door up here next to you. What do? Magnificent Jeremy.
Yeah, we see Magnificent Jeremy sling the guitar over his shoulder. He's absolutely taking this with him. Just in case he remains trapped in the Vanosphere, now he's got like a guitar. He's got something he can practice on.
That's the name, isn't it?
And we see him very ostentatiously once again roll up his wizard sleeves and grab the handle of this door and throw it open.
Yeah, you throw it open, and then you walk in, and then you hear out of the speaker of a shitty, rusted out Geo Metro that's there, and it has like it's some of the worst van painting there. You can barely tell like who the people on the side are supposed to be on this van painting, and you
like
do.
Like
it's just
like
bad.
a child's drawing.
Yeah, it's just like a
Okay.
shitty child's drawing, but they're all like in this like river, and so you hear a splash come from the radio of it as Magnificent Jeremy is now in like a painting of like a river with all of these just poorly drawn stick figure like creatures in there. They all have flotation devices, and Magnificent Jeremy, can he swim?
Should I
It's
roll
up
for
to
that?
you. If you can tell me if he could swim or not.
Okay.
It's been a long time since you swam, so it would be a shock, and you
Yeah.
kind of just walk in and fall down.
No, I think that robes, as magnificent as they are for wizards, are not ideal for water-based
You'll find
activities.
more and more swimmers are saying that.
Yeah. So he's not like drowning, but he's definitely not doing great at treading water. And if any of you are looking at the van that you're just in, you do start to see where like the mountains and stuff where the dragon is. It's starting to fill up with water.
Oh, I tried to erase the door.
As you smudge the door, and so the entrance that you took to get into this Geo Metro is now gone, Jeremy. And then you do see one of the dragons is like looking around for his axe, but he can't find the door to go through.
What are the poorly rendered humanoid figures on this Geo Metro doing? Are they coming to life as well?
Too.
Oh God, kill me!
Are they talking like Sims?
They're just like do it. It sounds to you as if like they're just speaking backwards, but they're just talking about it's their day off, but it's they're just enjoying a nice stroll down the river. But it sounds like and they all they look. They're not in pain, but they look like if they had nerves, they would be due to the ways their bodies are, shaped and there's like jagged edges and stuff in there. And then like this though, and it's weird too, because since it's like a rusted thing, the water tastes like metal.
Jamie's trying to really quickly take like a white and just do a circle and little red and do like a life flotation device on the side of the van.
Yeah. You give him a little flotation device to grab onto, and then all of the stick figures just like start to like bow to the sky as they think as they're now asking for more pool toys and lake toys, as they think that Jamie is a godlike figure, and they start to chant car face.
Beep beep.
Yeah, you hear them go
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, and so now all these people are no longer paying attention to Magnificent Jeremy, as they're all starting to form this new religion based around a deity of a car-faced woman that sends you flotation from the sky, as she'll deliver you from damnation.
Car-faced lady, bless this household. The bounty of pool noodles and inflatables.
But once again,
backwards.
But all backwards.
Yeah, just do that in post.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ron is going to go look for other fan murals that look more inviting. Something that seems cozier, unless it's on fire. I don't know. Just checking out the other options. We have to get him out of the weird...
Keep in mind, there are a bunch of vans with fucking on it.
Yeah, well, maybe I make it over there. Let's find out. You want to roll for vans? What are we doing here?
What are you doing, Magnificent Jeremy? You were saved with the flotation device.
Yeah, Magnificent Jeremy is clutching onto this flotation device with one arm and the guitar still with the other arm.
That's also probably why you're drowning, because you
It's heavy with the rope.
weren't going to let go of the guitar. I get it. You got to shred.
Could you look around for a riverless pornography van? A van without natural, like, disasters or impediments of some kind. Or maybe a door to the real world, since that's kind of how we started this whole thing. I don't want to be rude. But as sick as I was of that fucking library, it didn't have rivers and golems in it.
The crazy thing about it, too, every van that the Magnificent Jeremy has gone through, after he leaves, they are still animated, and like the van paintings, they're not alive as if they're coming out of the van, but they are. This cursed magic has kind of passed in between them.
Ooh. We don't need to just keep making sentient paintings.
We don't? Because this seems awesome. But, like,
Marlon
Ron somewhere else.
Marlon...
Ron, the Paul thinks this is awesome, but...
Marlon's already facing the consequences of everything he's done in his life up to this point. I mean, yeah, I also look for other doors in, like, real-world doors. I'm not going to try to match the porta potty again.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but I could use my claws to cut into the side of the van and see if that would do something good.
I don't know if it would. You could try.
Are you gonna do it?
I mean, I don't know.
There's not a lot of, because like I said, you're just kind of like in an open field, so there's not like a lot of structures around. The closest thing probably would be like there's some like trailers and stuff, or like RVs, but like still most
those are basically vans.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
still...
but like you once again, like, because this is like a giant parking lot with a bunch of structures. I mean, there are some like. I guess, I mean, you probably some of the stands, but you know, they have like some doors there.
I try to paint like in one of the stands that have like a rusty like fridge that has like cold food in it. I want to try to paint that door.
Yeah, give me a sharp check again.
Oh my god, I rolled snake eyes.
You got to mark down your...
Oh,
no,
yeah.
these don't count. These don't count. These are just seeing how good these paintings
Sorry,
are.
Jeremy. No,
you draw like this rusty door, and you see like a silver rusty door up here.
You shouldn't go in. I don't know about that one.
Well,
We see Magnificent Jeremy is like rapidly approaching where the river ends on this van painting.
And then all the worshippers of Carface are because they're thinking that this is the will of the Carface, and so none of them are trying to help you.
So he says,
listen, I don't want to find out what happens if I run out of river, so I'm going for the weird door.
And we see him cast aside the life preserver, and axe in hand, grab at this weird, rusty, incorrect door.
You open this weird, rusty, incorrect door, and then there was, when you first entered, there was just like, you could tell there was this trailer that no one brought here. It's just been broke down and abandoned here for the longest time. You are now just on the side of a pictureless van, and to you, it just kind of seems like this like endless silver void where there's just like you can see holes in reality where there's like rusted out, cut out holes of this trailer. You ever heard of that room that's like so soundproof that you'll go mad if you stay in it too long? It's like that kind of deafening silence on there, and also you can't hear Magnificent Jeremy as there's no radio to project his voice out of.
Jeremy, I start looking around.
Also, you do start to see, because he had opened the door by the base of the waterfall, you start to see water is starting to pour, and so on the side of this poorly painted water, similar to the style of the last one, is starting to fill up. But the thing is, it's just it's spreading around because there's nowhere for it to land, because there's no actual ground or surface to pull up on.
Jamie's gonna try to draw like a countryscape, like the grass and the trees and the sky.
Give me a sharp check to see how good you are at drawing these van paintings.
I was really good at forming a religion around myself.
Well, they did that for you.
It was sharp?
Yeah.
As a 10.
Great, yeah. So Jamie, you draw a pretty nice thing. Magnificent Jeremy, you still have, you can speak, they can't hear you, but you do start to see like forming around you a pretty nice like landscape, and then like the water's starting to hit it, and so it's actually starting to form flowers and trees. There's a nice little creek and meadow in there. Jamie does draw a sun with a smiley face in there, and so the sun is literally smiling down on you right now. And so it's a little nicer, but you still can't communicate.
I need to stop drawing.
We see Magnificent Jeremy drag himself and his axe out of the water onto this like beautiful meadow that has emerged. And again, soundlessly, we see him like kind of plod over to I think there's like a little weeping willow hanging over the water. And you see him pull off his wizard robe. Hat's still on. And underneath he's just got one of those like kind of white like loincloth wizard diapers that they all have under their robes. And we see him just like laying out and sunning himself under this big smiling sun.
Yeah. So I mean, he's pretty chill right now. Ron,
I think we fixed it.
Ron, what kind of van did you find that you think would be a good fit?
Ron has found a van that is. Phillip, can you give me a van there off your list?
It's a 1976 Dodge B100.
Well, on the side of that Dodge 1976 B100 is a rendition of the 1942 Edward Hopper painting Nighthawks, which you'll remember is the one where they're all sitting in the diner having a coffee late at night. Like, there's a lot of pretty chaotic scenes and a bunch of the. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Magnificent Jeremy. The adult vans didn't seem like they had a lot of room for people to join in. So I did find somewhere for you to have a sit and a coffee, though. So let's try this. And Ron tries to mix up some paint to match
like that nice green.
Yeah.
Trying to catch that Nighthawks vibe. That's a 6 total. So instead, Ron paints the color of the van next to it, which had a lot of very, very strong political sentiments written on it.
Yeah.
The QAnon van?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, there's a QAnon van.
There's actually a variety of very confusing viewpoints, very loudly expressed, a lot of weird capital letters.
there is a door that appears next to you, and it has a little 4chan symbol on it.
Gross. I feel bad now.
Ron didn't write that. It put itself on there.
Thank you.
We see, again, still silently on this van, right? We see Magnificent Jeremy kind of contemplate that door for a few minutes and look over his shoulder questioningly at Iran before very hesitantly pulling it open and gathering up his robes from beside him and popping on through to the other side.
Yeah, luckily this other van, it's just like weird QAnon quotes and beliefs, so it's not really. It's just a bunch of like,
conspiracy theory.
It's just a bunch of like words like bouncing around in the echo chamber of the van itself.
I'm mad at rich people in the government, but for the wrong reasons.
So you start to see on this QAnon van like the physical words that have been like scrawled on the side are moving. So like Magnificent Jeremy, you're just having to dodge out of like these words as they're bouncing back and forth as if it's like an old game of Pong, but you can speak through the speaker.
Guys, I'm not going to say this van isn't making some sense.
Oh, man.
And we leave Jeremy there.
You're cursed, now you're double cursed. We pilled you.
It's got some ideas about birds that I find vaguely interesting.
Okay.
I know a lot
However,
about birds.
I'm starting to think that this tact is maybe flawed in some
this
way.
isn't really getting anywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of references to them, but they're not super specific about what they mean there. I
know
don't
what
care
they
for
mean.
this.
Let's not talk about
it.
it.
Let's get you off of this van. Let's see if we can find something else.
What
figure out
do
what. Yeah.
We're just going from van to van.
I think a lot of the time when you have a problem, the solution is inside yourself. So maybe Magnificent Jeremy needs to do something on the inside to get out.
Oh, that's a good idea. And Ron paints a little paint set on the van, on the side of the van.
Yeah. So you now have you have some paint that you have access to.
It's also kind of fun just to try it. Give it a go.
We see Magnificent Jeremy dodge the word adrenochrome as he bends down to pick up this paint set.
Gitmo.
And you hear him say,
Okay. This is just like a magic incantation now. Yes, I can summon anything that I want.
Uh-oh.
we see his attention kind of start to drift back over towards the pornography vans again.
I mean, if that's what you want, go for it.
Look, we was trying to get you out of there, but if you can, I don't know. Oh, look out, here comes Benghazi.
Yeah, so Magnificent Jeremy is going to, he shakes his head, he shakes the pornography van thought out of his mind. He says,
No. I've been in vans long enough. It's time for the world to once again deal with Magnificent Jeremy in 3 dimensions.
To deal with? Does seem right.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, Magnificent Jeremy, are you drawing a door?
Yeah, I think he's gonna he can see out of this van too, right?
Yeah.
He can still see the world out of the vans. So he's gonna
He can see the truth for the first
fuck you.
time.
I was about to say this man's actually making you see a lot more clear. We both were going.
He's
for it.
he's gonna scan the horizon for a real door that he can try and replicate here inside of the.
Yeah. I think the
Bad Ideas
closest
van.
like real door is you can see there's like an RV trailer that has that's close. It's one of the Paul. What's a food truck?
It's called If This Van's a Ganokin, so it's GNO, so it's Nochi being sold out of the
So you see that.
Yeah. So Magnificent Jeremy is going to feverishly attempt to continue to dodge politically charged words
FEMA.
while
Fauci.
Yeah.
while attempting to perfectly capture the door from the gnocchi truck.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that you are able to capture that. And Magnificent Jeremy, you draw this door and you try to interact with it, but you can't. But y'all do see the Nochi truck door does start to look like on the door in your physical world, it looks like it's like now the same kind of like color and style that Magnificent Jeremy is drawing, but in the actual door of the food truck.
I walk over and try to open it.
You
No one tries to stop me.
Yeah, no, everyone's real chill here right now.
really focused on getting those gnocchis.
Yeah. You open the door, and then you see on the other side that there is like, it's the Vanosphere, and Marlon, you get sucked in.
No!
And then, you see like Marlon go up, open this door, and then kind of get sucked in. The door closes behind him, and you now see Marlon is in this weird QAnon.
No! What do I get for trying to help somebody? What the fuck?
Oh, hey, Marlon, you shouldn't be on that. You shouldn't be in there.
Try to pick up a word.
Yeah,
I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
Yeah, you pick up emails.
I'm slamming emails into another adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Just like slamming it. Marlon's having a meltdown.
Oh, Jamie, pick another van real quick. What color?
Magnificent Jeremy, Marlon is in there with you though now.
Ah! Marlon! What's up?
Hey.
You made it!
I was trying to let you out. I was not trying to come in.
Check this out. I've been working on it.
And we see him try to play licks on the guitar again.
Oh, Marlon is so miserable.
Jamie, pick another van color. Let them look
Jamie,
like they're having a good time in there.
Jamie finds a van that's like a really cozy, like portrait of mice reading, like in a little cabin by a fire.
Cottagecore.
Yeah, cottagecore mouse.
What kind of van is it, Phillip? Give me a little van off your list.
A 1993 Toyota High Ace.
Ooh, yeah, yes.
Has Magnificent Jeremy showered in 20 years? Like what?
Or
what's
eaten
the deal?
or excreted.
The smell in this place is very pungent, because it's also due to the toxicity of the words. But he smells weird. He also like it's kind of like. You were seeing him in the different van paintings, but now, like, what's weird is, like, when you're in here, it does look like reality to you, like it does on our side. And he looks shitty as a person, physically. Like,
No offense,
but a man at the age of, 48? Hanging out in a... Hanging out in a parking
Drinking
lot
Natty
with
Light.
somebody.
wow, it's
somebody
like
named,
Joel just doesn't want people to have hobbies. I guess.
I'm just saying, if you're hanging out with, I believe it was Boombox Daniel at 48, drinking
Pirate
Natty.
Jake or something. Yeah,
You know what kind of life you've lived. You know where you're at. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, your senses are really overwhelmed because there's too much stuff going on here.
Oh, Marlon's so upset.
Hey, Marlon, can I borrow $20?
Fuck off!
I will pay you back next week, I swear to God.
Fuck you! No! Let's get out! How do we get out?
Jamie tries to paint the cottagecore mouse door on the QAnon van.
Yeah. Give me a sharp check.
6.
Oh dear. Are you sure these don't count, Joel? We
This
can really
one, this one you do paint it, and it appears on the cottagecore door, on the cottagecore van.
Marlon goes for it. He doesn't want to be in the QAnon.
Yeah,
van.
you rush into there, and you're now in the cottagecore van. Do you follow Magnificent Jeremy?
Yeah, Magnificent Jeremy with his still sopping wet robes under one arm. And his new axe underneath the other arm. He's going to squeeze his way through the cottagecore door after Marlon.
What happens is you go into this other door, and the size difference of you and these mice, like these mice, y'all are the size, it's the equivalency switch. Like y'all how mice are so small to us. You are the size of mice to us, to these mice. Does that make sense?
We're teeny tiny.
You're teeny tiny. I could have said that in the first place. Also, the door of the gnocchi place is still like painted, and you do see like after y'all left, there's a really confused food truck worker being like,
Oh, I was just trying to go back to work, and why are all these words around that my uncle says at Thanksgiving?
and he's so confused. I don't know if any of you stayed in the QAnon van, but there now is somebody trapped in the QAnon. Yeah, because the door was just.
Hey, buddy, come here. Get out of there. Come here.
What? Wait, what?
Come here. Get out of the QAnon van. Come here.
I'm in a QAnon. Okay, I'm coming.
What's your name?
It's Steve. I work over at the gnocchi place, and if this van's a knocking, the title's dumb, but we sell a lot of gnocchi. Anyways, what's going on? Hey, that's a pretty sweet axe you got there.
He got cursed by a witch, and he's trapped. I was trying to get him out of the van, and
Wait,
now
was
we're
I
all
cursed by a
stuck.
witch? I thought it went through a door. Was the door a witch?
It's just the curse is cursing all of us now.
Sort
right?
of a bit of curse drift.
Yeah.
Good news, though. Magnificent Jeremy is more popular than he's been in years. What's up, two friends?
We're not friends.
Actually, I would say we're friends. I'm vibing with him.
How old is Steve?
Steve is.
Is he also 48?
He's an immature 36.
Oh my God.
Jamie, I thought I could have sworn I thought it was on this aisle.
Also, Steve
trying
pulls
to
out a
color
harmonica that he starts to play badly with Magnificent Jeremy.
What do the mice do?
The mice are just like they're staring at you, and you can tell they're like wrapping up some books. They got little, or magazines to slap you.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all are.
I thought they
attending to
were
you as you
going to
would
be
pests.
knitting or something.
They were, but then there was a bunch of fucking pests in their cottage. They got to keep it cute.
Vermin, it's gross.
I try to talk to him. Y'all can do whatever.
Oh, we're still looking for
Yeah,
you.
Marlon,
so that's funny.
they can hardly hear you because you're so small and they're so big. So like you're just like running around, and they're more focused on you because Magnificent Jeremy and Steve are just jamming out.
Yeah, Magnificent Jeremy is just trying to tune to whatever key the harmonica is in, but it doesn't sound like
Can
he's
the
really
mice
getting
hear
anywhere.
the music that
They like it. They're down with it.
They're trying to kill me.
Yeah, well, you got bad vibes. You don't fit in the cottagecore painting. They're not trying to.
And they do.
More so than you. We all know that Marlon would not fit in cottagecore life.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So Jamie and Ron, what do you? Once again, there still is this door on the gnocchi place. Y'all can try to find another van. What are you doing?
We didn't notice any of that, and we kind of forgot about it. So unfortunately, we just have an endless number of people falling into this curse for the rest of time.
No, we can't leave a portal open.
Where'd y'all get that third feller? Is he wearing the gnocchi outfit? Oh no, Jamie, we've got to go back.
But how do we? Because it's just opening the door, you get sucked in. So what do we do?
We'll go paint it over on the van, on the QAnon van.
Just erase it from the other van.
From the gnocchi
But
van?
it sounds like
Erase it from the other van.
No, just erase it from the van with the words on
The
it.
QAnon van?
There you go.
Okay. Jamie goes and does that.
Yeah.
Erase it.
You go smudge it, and then so you see the gnocchi van, like it just looks distorted now, like on the side of it, and it's like smeared into the side of it. But like, and if you go try to check the door, it's just kind of like a solid melding of just metal where no one can get in and out of the gnocchi van.
Meanwhile, at the body shop, well, I don't know what the fuck you did to it, but your insurance said they're not paying for it.
It was a very rare single door van design.
There's other way. I'm just but like that door on it
I
is.
want gnocchi now.
I do too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
I love
happened.
gnocchi.
See, everyone says that when they see the truck. That's the genius of the truck.
Okay. Marlon tries to find like a hole in the table that we're on. If we're staying on like a little cute wooden table, like a knot in the wood, so I don't get fucking murdered by giant mice.
You're able to.
Because I'm not cottagecore enough.
You're just not.
Because I'm not cute and wholesome.
Yeah.
And I have a bald spot. And and Marlon is just like.
Does that one look like it has a bald spot?
Yeah. Yeah. You're able to hide away from the mice, and they go back to their cottagecore life.
They say, I know we're supposed to love all of God's creatures, but
They go
Marlon
back,
says,
But what?
they go back to embroidering that on a pillow.
and they're just delighted by their playing.
Yeah. Steve's with you goes.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I kind of like it though. It's nice in here. So Magnificent Jeremy, you've been in the van for a while?
Yes, Steve, my new best friend.
Yeah, that's me, Steve, the best friend.
What year is it now in your world?
Oh, you know, it's like 2023. We're just kind of vibing out here. You know, stuff isn't going great, but my stepdad owns this van. He lets me work at it. You know, I'm still pretty young as a 36-year-old trying to figure out my life.
Sure, I understand. I myself am merely 48.
That's like a spring chicken you are.
Although now I guess technically in my early 70s.
Well, that's still, you know, my grandfather didn't start robbing people until he was 80.
And he found his true passion?
He died immediately. Wasn't good at it. But, you know, he said he died doing what he loved, being away from Grandma. They hate each other.
Well, Steve, that's a pleasant story. However, I do think that there is a non-zero chance that these humongous mice could decide to eat us at any moment.
Oh,
the
yeah,
one hanging out with that badger in the back has been ominously chopping carrots into a small cauldron since we got here.
Oh, I thought they were just trying to be polite and make us some stew.
Steve, I think they are going to make us some stew.
Oh, I see what you did there. Some wordplay.
You see what
Steve
I'm saying?
likes that. That's why we're best friends.
We are best friends.
Where's that third best friend? What was his name? Martin?
Martin!
Marilyn is sweaty, seething.
I'm hiding because the mice want to kill me because I'm not chill enough. Because I'm not cute and wholesome like evidently you are.
He's saying it from like under the table.
Well, Martin, do you think we should get out of
My
here?
name is Marlin, and yes.
How are we doing that, Martin? Marlin, I'm sorry. Is it like Marlin Martin? That's an interesting name.
My name is Marlin.
Okay, Marlin.
I'm waiting for my friends to come back and help.
Oh, well, your two friends are right here. Here, I got a tattoo gun.
You see Ron lean over and not tapping on that. Marlin!
You hear?
Help!
I've got one. I think I found someone. I found somewhere. Hold on. Let's try this. And so Ron starts to paint the color from a heart-themed The Magic Van.
The Magic Man van.
You're talking about the band heart?
Try to understand.
Oh.
The magic. It's a magic van.
Oh, that's
Mama.
pretty tight. I'll let you give me sharp, and I'll give you +2 on this.
Hey,
Okay.
that's all right. All right. That's an 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, big number.
Yeah. Give me a van off that list, Phillip. See what kind of van you guys are going on.
I think this one's going to be this one looks like a 1983 Chevrolet G Series.
Ooh, we love it. Yeah,
Nice.
so y'all, you are able to draw a perfect door to match this.
I think I'm getting this color swatching. It's starting to make sense.
Just in time too, because you do hear a badger saying and a voice being like,
I'm gonna fucking eat these things.
I don't care what they are.
I don't care what they are. I fucking love eating things. That's what hardcore life is about. Chilling out, reading books, and fucking eating stuff we find.
Turns out my deeply traditionalist aesthetic betrays a set of values that may or may not be compatible with your cosmopolitan lifestyle.
Foraging.
Yeah.
Marlin is running away as fast as he can.
Yeah. So y'all three, the best friend squad, make your way. Well, Steve's already tattooed that on his chest. It's bleeding a lot.
Good for him.
He has a tattoo gun. He's always he's always got it on him. You don't know when you need a little.
He's got a harmonica and a tattoo gun. And
He's ready for many situations.
But you know what? Like, weirdly, he doesn't have is any gnocchi.
Well, no,
he was on break.
He was on break. Why would you just carry gnocchi around on you at all times? It's gonna spoil.
Snack.
That's not like a travel snack.
It absolutely is. It's being served at a food truck. Like it's.
I'm saying it's not something you just keep on. Yeah, you always need a harmonica and a tattoo gun. Yeah.
Okay.
You say this like all of our pockets aren't full of gnocchi right now.
I'm just letting you know what the character that Monster of the Week provided me with, Steve.
There's a YouTube video of a guy who fries gnocchi and they explode out of the pot, and it's very funny.
But yeah. So y'all make your way onto this magic heart themed van.
Magnificent Jeremy on his way out, I think, is going to kind of push his wet robes up into his armpit a little bit and try and also snag one of the like bowling ball sized raspberries laying on this table and take that along with him too.
You get one to bring it with you.
I'm trying to get it out as fast as possible.
Magnificent Jeremy, as you do get into this van, due to the fact of the nature of the song, and it says magic in there, you do feel a very strong connection to this van and your wizard lifestyle. has definitely kind of you feel the vibes of it for sure. So much to the fact that we're like you can even like play guitar better here.
Oh.
Steve, Marlon, I feel something.
Yeah, you're getting the rhythm going on there. That's a good. I like this. Let me try the harmonica.
And actually, even Steve can play harmonica better here.
Good for him. Marlon is like, cool.
Marlon, play this raspberry.
How? Like percussion? Like a bongo?
I don't know, but I sense innately that my wizard stylings is vibing with the magic attributes of this van.
Yeah. Do you start slapping on it?
I start slapping the
Marlon's
raspberry.
so mad that it sounds rhythmically good immediately.
Each of the droplets
What is
on the
the-
raspberry make different pitched sounds.
It's like Blue Man Group, but with
Yeah, yeah.
water on a raspberry.
Yeah.
Does the call hand do anything?
No, Cole Hand's fine with it. You're doing a good job with it. Actually, the Cole Hand's better at slapping than Marlon's hand.
I'll take it.
But yeah, so you're just like playing this.
I was imagining it sounded like a steel drum for no reason. It's pleasant to me. Like different parts of steel drum.
That's kind of what it is. So it's not necessarily exactly like a steel drum, but it is like, the different parts you hit. There's like different like tones and stuff like that as you're starting to do that.
What do we think is the actual scene of this Heart the Band themed van here? Is it a portrait of the band playing a concert, or?
Yeah, I think it's. I think you're kind of. Like glamour shots. So it's like some sort of heads of the band floating in the air above a smaller version of the band playing, and then the name Heart as is presented as their logo is sort of behind all of that, and then just like it doesn't like make a lot of representational or figurative sense. It's not like a great landscape, but you are standing in front of the name Heart, and then and their heads are above you, looking off in different directions of the sky, and then you can kind of see them off in a distant mountaintop playing a concert, and then y'all are where
Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's very evocative. We see Magic Jeremy as the three of them are like kind of jamming out with Martin angrily, or I keep calling him Martin. Marlon angrily banging the raspberry, and Steve like really vibing on the harmonica. We see Magnificent Jeremy continuing to play guitar in a really excellent and cool way, but sort of slowly backing away from the other two members of his band. And we see as he's playing the guitar, like little magic sparkles kind of shooting off of his fingertips. And he's going to surreptitiously take the guitar and point it in a magic wand kind of way and try and create his own magical portal out of this Heart van.
And you start to see like the portal that you're like creating with this. You all start, you could hear like, what they're playing out of the radio, but it sounds like it's like, playing over like the speakers that are like set up all over. They had some like like PA systems and stuff for announcements or anything like that in this field. You start to hear it, and then you all start to hear it not only speaker systems, but like faintly coming through what looks like to be this slowly forming portal behind you that Magnificent Jeremy is summoning in the van and both in the real world.
It's working.
Wow.
Keep going.
Yeah, rock it out.
Do we know? Did me and Steve notice?
He said with a smile, you don't have to worry, it's endless, it's out a while. Try to understand, try to understand. Try to understand.
You're
It's
the
a magic man.
Are Jamie and Ron singing this?
Yeah.
As y'all are singing, you start to hear the singing coming through, and it actually makes the portal like larger and more substantial, where you can even start to see like a small little bit of like the vanosphere, and then Jeremy, you can start to see a small little bit of the realosphere as it's like kind of, and Steve and Marlon do notice this is opening up.
Oh, I didn't know if he was trying to do it secretly and like leave us.
He's like backed away from you, but you
Hey,
notice.
hey!
Do you stop playing?
No, I keep playing.
Yeah.
I don't stop playing. I feel like if I stop playing, you won't have the magic. I'm following whatever the logic is of the scene.
Yeah, Magic Jeremy, you can see a sort of conspiratorial look in his eyes as he continues to shred on guitar and back closer to the portal.
Hey, no.
I'm like trying to, how big is the raspberry?
It's like a Marlin-sized raspberry. It was big.
I'm like trying to drag it.
Steve, he's trying to leave us. He's not your best friend at all.
He goes, no, he's a good guy. He wouldn't leave us. Look up. Wait, it does seem kind of far away. Why would he make the portal over there? And oh, wait.
And then Steve just punches you, Marlon, and you see Steve is like now trying to rush for the portal.
Well, I'm not playing on the raspberry because I just got knocked to the ground, and he's not playing the harmonica.
All right, so all of us, we're going to roll, Phillip, me, and Shannon, we're all going to roll 2d6.
12.
Steve got a 5.
Jeremy got a 7.
So Marlon, you see Steve like running through, and you just like throw the raspberry at him. He just
I'm furious.
he tumbles and
that's
hits.
quite funny, Marlon. Oh, it's too big.
And then like
oh no,
the portal like was like forming, going up and down, and then you see Magnificent Jeremy sees the two of you running, hops in, and then like as the portal's starting to close, Marlon, you just barely make it enough time to where Marlon and Magnificent Jeremy fall out on the ground next to you, and you see Steve is left behind in the Hart van.
I punched Magnificent Jeremy for trying to leave me. I punched him in the face.
Oh!
Whoa.
Wait! I felt that.
Hey,
I felt your touch.
welcome back, Marlon.
Here,
You were trying to ditch
in
us.
the real world.
Steve, too. What's wrong with you people?
Listen, man, curse rules, you know?
No. Whatever.
When a witch puts a
fine.
curse on somebody, you got to switcheroo it. That's how it works. The magic has to say even. It's the law of equal and nature. And
Now I'm starting to feel like
You're
you
so
don't
full
have
of shit. Well, ever Steve's in there.
as much experience with magic
He can
as
stay.
the robes imply.
He's an asshole.
I wouldn't normally support this, but I did watch him punch you in the face, so I don't really want to help him get out.
He did seem really at home in that other van also.
He said he liked it.
Not sure that seems pretty questionable. Also, he's making a lot of obscene hand gestures from the side of the Hart van at us.
That's out of place.
I don't care for that. Well, let's go.
Whatever. He's in there.
Let's go
Whatever.
a different direction and look away from him.
So,
thanks, Steve.
Magnificent Jeremy, do you want to put your
Oh yeah, you're
get your
just
robe
in,
on?
you're
You
your
wanna-
wizard
you
diaper
wanna-
still.
maybe pop that on?
Also, so like the smells in the van were like mixtures of like, because you're in the vanosphere, it's different. But now that this is a man who has not bathed in over 20 years and has been wearing this same wizard robes that got drenched in that. So like it's a pungent smell and stank coming off of him right now. He's also very skinny because he hasn't eaten any food.
we also see Magnificent Jeremy has aged 23 years upon re-entering the real world.
Yeah, every time the camera switches back to him, he's a little older, to where now you do
So I guess
look
that
like you're in
catches
your
up.
like late 60s, early 70s.
pretty quickly, huh?
And his
That part of it.
fingernails have grown like the equivalent length too,
Yeah.
I think.
I was gonna say that you have a big learning curve because a lot of technology has happened since 1999, but most people your age don't know how to use it anyways.
Burn.
Yeah, take that.
You all can teach me everything I need to know. Excuse me. I'm not feeling incredibly well. You all can teach me everything I need to know about this beautiful new world. You've saved me, and now we're all best friends.
You tried to fucking ditch me inside the Hart van, you and Steve.
No, this has come up before. We're not necessarily friends or family. I think I remember.
I'd say acquaintances.
Yeah, I think it's like associates or something like that. Like acquaintances is good.
Ron, you're always calling people comrade.
Well, yeah, but that's sort of something that touches, it brings us all together in a more universal way, and doesn't really speak to the relationship that we have formed here today with Magnificent Jeremy. But again, I think you're right that it has not yet reached the level of friendship.
Yeah, friendship has to be earned, and we saw what you tried to do to Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon's one of our, like, imagine if you came out of here and you left Marlon trapped in the Hart van with that mean little man who keeps I'm going to turn my head. I don't know that one. But yeah, if you'd left Marlon in there and you came out here and you said, "Oh, I want to be your friend." Do you think Jamie and I'd want to be your friend?
Maybe.
All right. I guess being cursed in a van might do something to your thinking, but
No, he was like this. Come
Is
on.
there?
yeah, no,
is,
he does seem like.
Is there like a van with like a shower in it?
I mean, yeah, there's RVs and stuff.
Okay. Listen, acquaintance, we'll get you this far. The first step in your new life is going to be taking a shower.
and we're gonna go find you something a little. It's in 2023. We don't do as much. The wizard robes aren't really as. That's not.
They were never around.
Depends on the environment.
I'm gonna go talk to Stefan.
Yeah, so we're gonna grab.
Just walk away.
Why don't you go grab a shower in there? Jamie and Marlon and I'll be right back with some new clothes for you.
Okay. And maybe a little bit of money?
Yeah, no, Jamie, let's go check on that, Jamie. See what we can do.
I know what I can do.
I know, me too. Let's go do that.
Okay.
It's been good to see you, Magnificent Jeremy. We'll be right. You stay right here. We'll
go in the shower.
Yeah, go take it. Don't you go take a shower? You'll feel a lot better when you get out.
And then we'll see each other again immediately after that when you bring me clothes and some money.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And one of those phones I see everyone have now. Those seem crucial. I'm gonna need enough to stay in like a hotel or something at least tonight.
You got any loved ones or, friends, family, contacts, people that might have been like looking for you, miss you, sad to see you go, wanting to see you again, nigh on 23 years later?
Well, I could see what Boombox Daniel's been up to.
That did sound like a friendship that would last truly the test of time.
If you have any warrants out, we can arrange for you to have showers and meals.
Jesus Christ.
I can call my dad.
Well, no, that might be a good idea. They might be able to help him out. I'm sure this whole thing's kind of weird, right? They want to talk to somebody. Are you ready? You need anything before you get in the shower?
This is starting to feel awkward.
Yeah, no, because this is a pretty long conversation for us to have with you.
They'll just keep walking further away than turning around and talking.
Good luck.
People still like Friends though, the show.
Yeah, that definitely.
Just talk about that.
Yeah, people love that show. They think every part of it. What?
Great. So I'll see you all right back here.
Soon as we can get back. Yep.
Jamie says beep beep and turns around.
Beep beep.
Y'all leave him. He's just looking around, kind of confused. What are y'all doing?
Leaving. We're going to the van and leaving, right? Like, is that not the plan?
Marlon was ready to. He wanted to go talk to Stefan. Check up on Stefan. We left Stefan alone for a while.
I feel like we should leave a jacket or something outside the van.
All right, look.
You can't. Marlon hates this guy, but he's not gonna try to hurt him or anything.
Jamie gets a less favorite hoodie and $5 and uses her cassowary speed to run back and put it outside the shower and then run away back to the van.
So y'all are leaving the Vincent Van Gogh Festival?
Beep beep.
Beep beep indeed.
Beep beep. Magnificent Jeremy, you go and you take a shower. You take a long one. It's really hard to scrub off all the filth that you've accumulated over the years, but you definitely do take it out. You do walk outside, and there is the owner of the RV is this old woman, and she's looking you up and down and goes, "Well, normally I wouldn't let people inside my RV shower, but I was watching you from the window there, and I definitely like what I see there." And
she sounds like God.
She does sound like
some wizard robes there. And then you just see her just slowly start to take off her clothes in front of Magnificent Jeremy.
Yeah, we see Magnificent Jeremy shrug, turn to the camera, and wink and give a thumbs up.
As you then do see, this lady closes the van, the door behind her. She was wearing she took the hoodie and the $5. The Jamie, you just placed it outside in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you got
She's
to
outside
somebody.
the shower, so it'd be in the RV.
But it's her RV.
It's her RV.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
So it's her hoodie
she
and
took
her
it.
$5.
But
Wait,
yeah,
I want the freeze frame of 10 years later for Jeremy and.
Jeremy probably died in 3 weeks from now.
What about the RV lady?
Oh, she's living a life. I don't know. She's doing something else.
People live past 70, Joel.
I'm not saying that. No, Jeremy has been inside of a van for 20 years, hasn't taken care of himself, and doesn't live a good life. There's a bunch.
Doesn't live a good life. You trapped him in a van for 40 years.
He didn't live a good life before this.
Beforehand. He was already coughing. He probably got COVID.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Was Magnificent Jeremy anti-vax due to the QAnon van?
He certainly wouldn't have had a chance to get it.
He came out of the van from 1999. I was like, wait, what?
Didn't have have any immunities to any of the new diseases that have developed.
It's not doing great for me, Jeremy.
What happened to Steve?
Steve is still. You guys just left. He's stuck inside of a fucking van painting.
He said he liked it.
I don't know. Y'all didn't check up. He's in a van painting. Magnificent Jeremy. Over the credits of this episode, we do see him having sex with the owner of the van.
Sorry, they made us put it in.
Yeah. As it was in Phillip's Ryder.
I think it's just the RV shaking.
What does Stefan say when we go back?
Well, but the image on the van is a graphic image of that.
Stefan just going.
Did you guys have a good time?
No.
Okay, well, y'all ready to head to Atlanta?
I think a lot more vehicles might be able to talk than you think.
Jamie, I didn't say that other vehicles couldn't.
And like it's just like a slow, like you can hear this conversation of him trying to explain like
I don't know every single van or vehicle.
Yeah, the camera fades to black, and like I said, over the credits, we see that RV is the Rockin'. Oddity Roadshow is an actual play podcast using the Monster of the Week system.
I'm Paul Byron, and I played Ron the Chosen.
I'm Allison Maier, and I played Jamie the Monstrous.
I'm Shannon Strucci, and I played Marlin the Crooked.
I'm Phillip Jane Stressman, and I played Magnificent Jeremy.
And I've been your GM, Joel Ruiz. Music by People Need Goals, Zach Nichols, and Sarashu, with character art by Christina Marina and episode art by Sarah Gobble. For additional information, please visit our website at oddityroadshow.com. And thank you so much for listening to Oddity Roadshow episode 33, The Tale of the Vanosphere. I've been planning this one for a while with Phillip. She did an amazing job. I am a huge fan of Chillhaven High, and I actually reached out to Phillip to see if they wanted to come on as a guest, and she was so nice to do it. So, before we continue, I do want you to know there's plenty of stuff you can check out, and here are plugs from Phillip.
I am the GM of a fellow Monster of the Week podcast, Dangerous Times at Chillhaven High, which you can find in all podcast stores available to you. God, I think that's it. I have no idea when this is going to air, but we'll be coming back for our new arc probably around the time this is coming out.
So yeah, make sure to go check out all of her work. It's super fun. Once again, I am personally a huge fan of Chillhaven High. It's a very good Monster of the Week show. So go listen to it. Go support them. Go check out their Patreon. Go tell everyone about their show. Good times. And thank you so much to Phil for coming in. They did join us for the post show. So if you want to go check that out, go to patreon.com/doyouvalidate and listen to it. And here's a little clip from the Oddity Post Show featuring Phillip Jane.
Honestly, everything worked out about as well for Magnificent Jeremy as it really could have. I mean, I think he ended on a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
I think he did.
I also like the idea of like vans just becoming like a negative zone for you guys. Like,
oh yeah, we're trapping people in a van. That's a new, yeah. Oh, I like that.
Like I said, that was a very fun episode and post show. Phillip is really great to run with. She came up with the whole idea of the van paints and everything, and you can hear about it all in the post show. If you're a Do You Validate patron, speaking of Do You Validate patrons, I do want to give a shout out to our associate producers, Luke, Holt, and Birras, as well as our two executive producers, Andrew, Harper, and Blue Ryder. Y'all are helping keeping the lights on over here, and I do want to give a special shout out because as we do every episode, we give a nice little shout out to one of our Eternal Light level patrons, and this is Neil Custer. Thank you so much, Neil. You're actually an Eternal baddie because you will be getting some shout outs on the new show SS Bad Ship as well. You're one of our first Eternal baddies. That's really cool of you. So, you'll get a shout out here, you get a shout out there. Neil, I hope everything's going well. I hope you had a good little dessert recently. If you're not more of a sweets person, I hope you had a good savory treat or just something nice to eat. Food is delicious, and I hope you enjoyed imbibing it. If you're not big into food, I hope you watched a good TV show. I hope that you read a good book. I hope you just had some good times, and I hope some of those good times are listening to Oddity Roadshow and our soon-to-be upcoming actual play, The Astonishing Adventures of the SS Badship, which you're helping directly support. And you're one of the first ones, so it's very cool of you, Neil. And I hope that your shoes are fitting good. I hope your socks aren't dragging. It's always terrible when you've had socks too long and they just don't have that same elasticity. I hope that all of your clothes are holding up. I hope that if you got some new clothes, I hope they're fitting fresh and nice. I love getting a new shirt. I love getting new pants. I just hope the best for you. I like you better than other people, Neil, because you're giving us money, and that's great. You're giving us money to help the studio, to help the network, to just make sure that we're able to keep coming up with quality content, like which van is fuckable, coming up with sweet riffs about a whole section of vans and trucks and paintings that are very explicit, all that good stuff. That's what you get here from a fine Do You Validate project. Speaking of Do You Validate, I've been mentioning this every time because I'm never going to stop mentioning it. Well, I will after the telethon. Probably not. I'll probably mention go check out the plays on our YouTube and stuff like that. But coming up from April 18th to April 21st, that is Thursday night to Sunday night, we will be doing a fully live stream telethon from the Do You Validate studio. Technically, it is from the soundstage that is in the Encyclomedia building, which is far larger than our actual studio, but it's the building we're located in, and we get access to the soundstage. We'll be doing a lot of great stuff. We're going to kick it off Thursday night with an Oddity Roadshow live show, full cast. Sunday, we're going to be doing a full cast play of the first ever live SS Badship. As long as everything keeps going to plan, we will be debuting SS Badship on that Saturday morning, April 20th at 11 a.m. We will be putting the very first episode out on all feeds, and then we will be debuting with a live listen along the first 2 episodes during the stream itself. We'll also be debuting Blast of Love, which uses the Pick of the Wedding one-page rules for shot in the Do You Validate studio with me as the GM and an amazing group of guest players, where it is fully multicam, high-end production. We shot it as proof of concepts, but we're going to debut them at this telethon. We're going to have live audience interaction during the actual show. We're going to have real audiences for parts of the telethon here. You're going to see stand-up comedy. You're going to see fun comedy musical acts. You're going to see improvised games. You're going to see so much. There's so much stuff. Mark your calendars. April 18th, April 21st. The Do You Validate telethon, hosted on both Twitch and YouTube. Just go check out Do You Validate on either of those platforms. A lot of stuff might be exclusive to Twitch because there's certain things that we can live stream only on Twitch with Prime, and whatever. Just come watch it. Join us for the weekend. It's going to be a great time. We're going to do some script reads. We're going to do some live listen and watch alongs. It's going to be great. I can't wait to stream for over 72 hours. All of the money we're raising is going to future Do You Validate projects that we want to do. And that's why we're debuting so much stuff. I want to show you the one-shots we filmed. I want to show you our brand new show, The Astonishing Adventures of the SS Badship. I want to show you the crew of the SS Badship. I want to show you Oddity Roadshow live show. I want to show you the stand-ups that we have in Atlanta, the improvisers, the games that we can play, the shows that we can create, because I want you to see what you're investing in when you invest in Do You Validate. If you want to go ahead and invest in this now, go check out the Patreon. If you don't have money for recurring subscriptions, that's great. I understand that. You can go give us money during the telethon. Anything you give will be appreciated. We do have exclusive 2024 Do You Validate telethon pins, wooden pins, that will be given away to the first, I believe, 100 people that donate over $50 or more to the actual telethon. And there's no other way to get those. But if you come in person, because there is going to be live stream, we're giving them away to anybody that comes in person and actually donates anything in person. So that's 2 ways to do it. I know that one is harder than the other, but if you do live in or around the Atlanta area, or you're willing to travel, on April 19th, 20th, and 21st, we will have a very limited audience space, but we will be giving first pick to people that are fans of Oddity Roadshow, Do You Validate projects, all that stuff, Badship. Hit me up. You can DM me on Do You Validate's Twitter, or go join our fan Discord. There's a link in the bio of this show, and then hit me up on there. Very easy accessible through Discord, and just tell, hey, I'm interested in coming to be in the live audience for one of the shows, and come out, and you can meet me, meet other cast members, and just watch some really good stuff. It is pay what you want. If you pay in person, I'll give you a little pin. If you don't, I'll just say thanks for coming out and participating. So, we got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Like I said, Bad Ship, April 20th. Rift Tank is going to come out soon. Jingle Dingle is going to come out soon. We're putting out these one-shots. We're recording a bunch of really cool stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Thank you all so much for supporting Do You Validate, Oddity Roadshow, everything we've been trying to do. If you've been with us since Critical Bits, that's amazing. I really am astonished at what we've been able to build since I first had the idea, I want to start an actual play podcast, to where now, almost 5 years later, realizing the potential of what I want to do, to build a network, to build a studio, and to make some really fun, super heartfelt comedies with amazing contributors and collaborators, and it's because of y'all. So thank you so much for all the support that you've given us. I cannot wait to show you what we have been working on. And once again, April 18th to the 21st, mark those calendars. Go follow us, twitch.tv/doyouvalidate, youtube.com/doyouvalidate, and just enjoy the weekend. And once again, thank you so much to Phillip Jane for coming on episode 33, The Tale of the Vanosphere. And make sure to come back in 2 weeks for episode 34, We're Not Just Human.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.